What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another couch video. Y'all just like, oh, not the car today? Rom got stuff to do. Rom got some errands to run and everything. And I'll just do some push-ups and sit-ups and all of that shit later. But anyway, right? Choosing signals do not mean it's a done deal. Choosing signals do not mean it's a done deal. And what do I mean by that? You have a lot of people, there's always the argument between choosing signals and cold approach. And, there's something for both. And as I've said, use both, Even though I'm not big on approach, I will approach if I look at a woman. I read her extremely well. As I said yesterday, I read her and everything. And particularly if I use the word damn. If she that fine, yeah. But even then, I'm not big on it. I'm too old for all that shit anyway. But anyway, right? What's been happening the last few days, I've been getting either a public comment or people hit me up privately. And they telling me about some woman, like someplace, checking them out, even talking with them and everything, even getting their number. And the woman still leaving them on red or not showing any interest or not even giving them the phone number or something. And a lot of guys trying to figure it out. Look, it's simple. Choosing signals at best, notice I'm saying at best means interest. I'm saying at best. Here's the thing. A woman looking at you just means she's looking at you. See, I'm going to tell you what, you got to look at this several ways. Sometimes a woman will look at you and she'll think you're handsome and stuff and then keep it moving. And some guys will say, well, that means she's interested. I'm going to tell you something with me. Because I've mentioned before, even when I'm out and about, I'll get random women to say hi to me or something like that. I don't even look at so much their face, their big breastises or their butt dunk. I look at their finger. Let me say it again. I look at their finger. A woman even saying hi to you or looking at you just means exactly what she's doing at that moment. Regardless, many women could look at a man, think he's handsome, and then keep it going, and then wouldn't think about that man 2 minutes later or even a minute later. They'll just look at him. They might even smile like, oh, yeah, he cute, and keep it going. But remember what I said. I'm looking at their finger, too. They could have somebody. They could be a lesbian just checking out a man. I mean, it's 1,000 things. Might not have time. Or they might think, oh, that's good, and they just don't want to be bothered. Women always looking at a guy. Women are always looking. They're always checking a guy out. That don't mean anything in the long term. Now, there are some occasions they look at him and they damn themselves. Okay, that's just an opening. But let me break down some other reasons why it's not necessarily a done deal. Let me give you one. Let me give you a great one. This is an example that a mentor of mine gave me. He gave me this one 20 years ago, and I always remember it. He said he was a part of this group, social group. I ain't going to give too much away about circumstances, but he's part of a social group of guys. They encountered a group of women, and they were in school. They were in college, I'll put it like that. And some women had... there was a group of women, I can't get too deep into it, that they were interacting with. All of his buddies ended up talking to the less attractive ones because they seemed like easier targets. He ended up with the most beautiful one of the group, real fine. And he didn't think at first that she would talk to him or anything, but she did. She did. And then even went out on a date with him. And he thinking, yeah. All right, y'all thinking, okay, that's the clothes and everything. She talked to him. When he was on the date, it was terrible for him. She basically just clowned him. He found out later from one of the guys who hooked up with another woman that dude was just a butt of jokes for weeks. Look, here's the thing. Just because a woman's checking you out, it don't automatically mean, oh yeah, she wants to give you some. Don't believe that shit. You don't know why she's checking you out. Because you get some women, they just in that game too. Or she could be checking you out because she's thinking, is that a lick? Is that a lick? You know, is that a guy that's going to like really do something? I remember, give up some money. I remember somebody made a comment, was asking about women in a strip club. Like if the stripper is being extra friendly to a guy and stuff, does that mean she's choosing him? I was like, no, he's a lick to her. They going to be friendly as to a guy. They feel like they're going to give up the money, Because that's the thing. The woman, even out in the streets, a woman might be saying, oh, I want the money. They want the money. Oh, okay, he look like a sucker. Oh, okay, need my bills paid. Oh, he'll look like he'll do it. You don't know why she's choosing. Like I say, the best indication is she finds you attractive. But there's so many other things. There are so many other things. And guys got to understand that that's part of the thing. And even in situations when, okay, let's say she has a genuine interest. She looking at you and you looking good to her, right? You looking good to her. She think you fine. She said, damn. But then what do I always say? A woman will say a man is fine until he opens his mouth. And that's exactly what they'll say. See, here's the thing. Her looking, that's just the bait. See, you got too many guys out there think that's all he needs. Okay, these are men who ain't getting none. These are men who are not getting none. Because if they know, seriously, you can look good to a woman, say you approach her, you speak. What if you're not speaking with authority? Or what if you ain't speaking with a tone of voice that she considers sexy? Like, she looking at you, she like, yeah. But you go up like, hey, how you doing? Oh, you look real good. Oh, man, that's instant dryness for a lot of women. Unless only way you win with that is she happens to like your voice. Or you go up and instead of be like, hey, how you doing there? You like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? What's happening? It's you're looking down and everything. Now, if y'all didn't hear what I'm saying, think about it. Some dudes approach a woman like that. Sometimes just everything. Like they may see you from across the way, but then your walk is like goofy and everything. Or you approach her from across the way and you talk and you talking to her stuff. And you know what? You got a normal voice and everything, normal tone and shoot. And she like you cute. But then as you talking, she started doing this. Yeah. Yeah, she started doing this. Your breath smell. Or she just be like kind of set back. You just smell, period. Look, that's what I always keep saying. There's so many other things. And then that's if you can even approach it. Sometimes I'm going to tell you something now. And this is a game. See, a lot of dudes be thinking, oh, shit's new now. Why don't y'all talk to some elders? Because I had somebody hit me up privately, right? He said, met this woman at this club or something. Got her phone number. Everything, texted her. She left him on read. And then when she got back to him, when she finally got back to him, it was just like those one-word answers. Because sometimes women will do that for entertainment. Sometimes they'll get a bunch of numbers just to entertain themselves. Like how many numbers we get. Oh, they be running game too. Some guys be thinking women don't be running game. They'll run game too. Or here's something else. Say you get her number, she was actually interested, but you don't know who else she talked to that night. You could have got her number at 10 o'clock. She hung out at the club till 1 a.m. Some dude met her there, took her home. And stuff. You don't know. It's so much. Look, I'm going to tell you what. That's just the opening. It's kind of like you go, like you selling something, right? So the person check it out, but they don't like what it is. Like I've done vending. There's plenty of people who, I got my books out, Nice Guys in Play, Sexual Chemistry, Those Eyes. I'm selling them. Somebody come over there and look at it. You start talking to them, they just don't click. Let me talk to the talk thing again. The talk thing, the look part, that's just the bait. She can feel all of that. You know what? Your breath is good. You smell good. You got all that stuff. Unless it's some rare occasions where that's all you need. See, that's why I challenge all those dudes who think it's just looks. Looks are very important. It's a bait. Got them over there. But then what are you talking about? And what if you have that conversation and I'll give you something now. Let me throw something. Let me throw a little political thing in there. You're having that conversation. You pro-life. She is pro-choice. Because see, the thing is, you still got to click with her. You know? And it's so many little things. Now, not to say there's anything wrong with the choosing. It opens the door. But how long does it open? You can blow it. I'm gonna be real with you. I talk with a lot of dudes privately. I've observed this. People will talk about this in the comments and everything. And everything can be going well, and they're like, well, damn, she showed all this interest. I'm gonna tell you what, with women, it can be that one little thing that you ain't thinking about. You know, you can't just think, oh, well, it's just the looks. Wait a minute, let me move a bit. That's light. Anyway, it could be one little thing you don't know. You know, the choice is she's thinking about it, and you don't know. There's several things she be going through her mind. Like I said, you don't know what it is. She might think you're physically attractive. She might think you're a lick. She might think, oh, okay, this somebody, maybe. She could be thinking of maybe. But then you come over there still, you say something stupid. You know, you being all goofy. Looking at her, she all fine, you like, you fine. She see the drool coming from your mouth, she's like, oh no. Instant dryness. A lot of dudes blow it. Or you could blow it by not even trying. She might be looking at you and stuff. You just sitting there and she be like, damn, he ain't approaching. I ain't going over there. Seriously. But then, you know, a lot of the guys we're talking about, they did approach, but didn't close it. Like I said, you don't know what she's choosing for. You know? You don't know what it is. You know, it could, you know, the best is, oh yeah, she's turned on sexually by you. She ready to go. The best. But then it's also like, oh, you look like you got money. Oh, you look like entertainment for the night. You know? Shit, women could even be running the game. They group of women, especially young women, go someplace. They say, okay, who can get the most attention? This is a contest. It still happens. So, I mean, it's so much to it. And you sitting back like, dang, why we got to go through all of this? It is what it is. But my point is, don't think it's not the like in. It's like going for a car that looks good, but then you test drive it or something, you don't close the sale. You know? It is what it is. Because you still got to make that connection. A lot of people are too focused on the bait. Or they think it's an automatic. It's like, no, you did something. If she ain't interested, it just might not have been a click. And like I said, it can come from she don't like your voice, your breath stink, you smell. And yeah, I said something. If y'all didn't hear it, hey, I've actually seen that sometimes. The guy like not speaking up. Don't have a good tone of voice. I mean, seriously, it's so many things. You still got to develop the rust. That's what I've been telling guys. Okay, you look good. Okay, great bait. You still got to more. And like I said earlier, a woman could just look at you, think you look good, and still keep it going because you don't know what's going on with her. And I do mean that. She could be married. She could have a boyfriend. She could be a lesbian. Women still look just like we do. We can have a fine woman next to us, but we see another woman with a big old butt dunk walk by. We go like, yeah, girl. You know? Shit. Well, they know we always look. They always look too. Like I told you, I think I told a story about when I was down in Atlanta. I was still married with my co-parent and stuff. I was doing a book signing at Madu Bookstore in Greenbrier Mall in Atlanta. And it was me, her, and a friend of hers, a real good friend of hers, a dude, right? And We sitting there talking. This woman came by. Her face is just average, but she had a big round butt. Me and the dude were like, and my co-parent, she was like, damn. She said, I got y'all. She said it for us. She wasn't tripping. See, that's the thing. Just because a woman looking at you, it can mean 1,000 things. But you can't be like, oh, wow, she looking at me. Boom. They always looking. Shoot, they might even smile and talk to you. Ask them for their number. You don't know. There was a woman, I haven't seen her in a while, man. One of my buddies at one of these stores in the area. And I remember I say I got all these buddies and everything. I had one, man. She give me tight hugs and stuff. But when I was trying to go out with her, she was like, It is like that, man. I was like, okay. Seriously. Sometimes I'll tell you what, too. Sometimes a woman, she checking you out. She just want to flirt and get hers right there. Because a woman, she can technically, she can get a buzz, even an orgasm just from the attention. That's why you get some women who will go out here and they'll dress all sexy and stuff just to get attention. So it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, it could be 1,000 things. Only thing you can do is when, you know, you get stuff like that, learn from it. Because then after a while, you know how to avoid the situation and stuff, you know? Because like I said, you don't know what's going on with it. Can't really even take it personally. Sometimes women like to flirt. They like to interact with a man, you know? And then sometimes they checking you out. Like I said, remember that one thing. You can look good, but then something you do turn her off, you know? It could be, like I say, anything from not talking well, not looking in her eye, looking goofy, to having different politics or even religion from her. She might be like, you go up and stuff, you talking, and she might be like, what do you feel about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? And you just like, I ain't big on, I'm just spiritual. Hey, you have a good day now. I mean, it could be anything. It is what it is. It's just part of it. It's just part of it. Don't get too caught up. And the only way you're going to learn is to get out there. Because after a while, you'll figure out, okay, I'm doing this. Like if women keep rejecting you the same way over and over, the only thing they got in common is you. What are you doing? You know? Are you walking like with your posture up and everything? And you making sure you smelling good? Make sure you took that breath, man. Seriously. You got to think that way, okay? So just want to share that because I've been getting a ton of questions. Like I said, on all my platforms and everything. It's always the same thing. Well, she thought I was cute. I wish it was that simple. I wish it was that damn simple. No, it's not. It's not. Women look at every fucking thing. You know what? I'm famous for talking about shoes and everything. She might look at your shoes and be like, oh no, not him. That's how deep it is. Women, they reject you off your fingernails or something. It is what it is. So anyway, y'all, that's all I have. Get this uploaded. Then go handle my business. Rom got to go shopping. I got some space to fill after I move out of this joint. Anyway, I got a big place. It's big, y'all. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.